Hello, welcome back to the Weekend Gardener on an extremely warm Sunday afternoon. I've just popped down. There's not a lot we can do at this time of year really, it's just way too hot. I've been coming down sort of 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the evening when the temperature's dropped, and I've just been watering. I've done a few little bits and bobs on the compost area, so we'll have a little look at that. That's almost done, and I've also tidied out the new shed because it was getting a little bit messy. So let's have a bit of a look in there as well and see how things are getting on generally. Start with the compost area. I've managed to put the roof on all the way across, and what I've done is I've just put some cross braces under there, and that's where I can store all my little pieces of wood that I need. It keeps them out of the rain, it keeps them nice and dry. I've just got my onions drying in there. It's just general storage. Same here, and this has been filled up with the horse manure that we get for free, and also along the back side I've just put a little area for storing all the blue pipes because falling over them. So I've got these little bits of wooden things to sort out. It's still a little bit of a mess, but the main structure's there. Right, let's pop in to the new greenhouse. So as you can see, I've got it's only a cheap plastic storage container. So I've got all my tools, screws, drills, sockets, things like that. Got a little storage area there for when I eventually get around to using it as a potting shed. And the same on this side, and the tomatoes are doing really well. I've got a little bit of blossom end rot on some of them, but the rest of them seem to be doing okay. And so we just need to sort this area out now. I've moved all the junk and bits of metal. It's a little bit safer to work in now. Let's see if I can tidy up this area a little bit. I uncovered the cauliflower for 2 days, and the pigeons have just completely picked them to death. So I'm not too worried about them anyway, because I'm going to be working all down in that area. And I'm going to save the seed heads from the poppies. And then we've got this area here to sort out. Blackberries are starting to turn now, so it won't be long before I can start picking those. I could probably pick a few today actually. And the flower bed is looking really nice. Shame about what's surrounding it, but we'll focus on the positives. There's a couple of tomatoes in here that are doing okay. I think they're Roma, so it's a bush variety, so I'm just going to leave them to it. Let's just pop across the way and have a look at the main plot. This is the bed where I had my Bedfordshire Champion onions. Unfortunately, quite a lot of them have got onion white rot. So I've taken out what I can, and I've just left these ones here. These are all the ones that have been affected. They'll dry out, they should still be usable. You can see that one there. That was really bad. But the potatoes are doing okay. Pumpkin's doing really well. There's a nice pumpkin developing there. Courgettes are going crazy. As always, you leave them for 48 hours and they're huge, so I'm going to cut those off today. Comfrey needs cutting down. This bed needs a good weeding. There's some more onions here I've just got drying out. Never actually planted any of these cucumbers, but they're doing really well, so I've just put like a little trellis up front and back to let them climb up. Polytunnel's a bit of a mess, but everything inside's growing really well, so I can't be too disappointed with that. It's a little bit of a mixed bag in the greenhouse really. This cucumber's doing really well, and these are the peppers and aubergines that were affected by the spider mite. I just chopped them off and they're all starting to grow new leaves. I'm still checking. Unfortunately, these cucumbers look like they're a goner. I think whatever I put on to get rid of the spider mite must have burnt the leaves. I'm going to leave them in. They might pick up, they might not. It's not the end of the world. We've got a nice bell pepper. coming now, so hopefully that will ripen up. And the tomatoes are doing really well. So hopefully I might have saved the aubergines. Outside, lupins are looking lovely. In here there's 4 watermelon plants. They did have a cover on, but I've taken it off. I think it was just a little bit too hot for them. Makes it a little bit easier to water as well, and in this weather should suit them perfectly. Salad bed, slowly emptying it. This is where the onions were. Got my buckets of potatoes running up the middle. There was more onions in here, but I've taken them out, and I've got some potatoes, little tiny potatoes. So I just popped them in, and they're starting to sprout. But everything looks like it needs a good watering. Coming down every day, like I say, and watering. But by this time of the day, they're all starting to wilt again. Lavatera's looking amazing, as always. And the French beans are all starting to produce, so I'll take a picking of those. Some more onions drying out here. I've left my mange too way too long. There's no point picking them. I'm just going to let the seeds ripen, and then next year I can grow them again. I've already taken a load of cauliflower out of here, but there's some more to go at. I've just noticed that I'm getting my first couple of ripe raspberries, so I can start picking them soon. But everything's looking good inside the fruit cage. I like to move my blueberries in because something's been eating them, so hopefully keep the birds away. But it looks like we're going to have a really good crop of raspberries this year. And pears. It just needs some more water though. Everything's struggling for lack of water. Same with the apples. Got second shoots of cauliflower, broccoli are coming through now, so that's nice. Savoy cabbage is starting to heart up. So all in all, it's looking pretty good. So back to where we started. I've had a quick look around. Like I say, there's not a lot going on at the moment. It's just trying to cope with the heat and keeping everything watered. So that's all I've got time for this week. I'd like to thank you all for watching and see you again next week.